Okay, thanks. I didn't have lunch, so I'll try to be quick. David, been in the space since 2017, working for different projects, building different projects. So I've seen a lot of ways to onboard users, and I have to say we did it wrong so far. But we all the time speak about what is Web3 and trying to explain people, you need to be in Web3, it's cool. But I know most of us know about this picture, as we used to sign on different websites. First, you have a username, a password. Then we went to more social media or social login or sign in with Twitter, Facebook, Google, so forth, and Apple ID, which is cool. But then we try to build something different. How about to have an account that is portable? How about with a wallet to connect to any website we want, to any platform that we want to interact with? And I'll say this as just a brief story. We know that first, we just read blog posts, right? So read information on Google. Second, we could actually write our own blogs or interact in social media so we can read and write. And finally, we're able to own something. We're able to have our own data, our own content that is ours in Web3. And why is this important? And why we actually need Web3 for new users that are not techie or devs? And most important, because we spend more than 2.5 hours every day on social media. I can see some of you are on your phone. It's okay. I do that all the time. But we just scroll, text, be on Twitter, be on social media, on Instagram. But we don't care about what they do with our data or actually where our content is hosted. And we have some issues. We have some issues like, for example, as a content creator, you just need to adapt to all the algorithms that they change every month or every week. And yeah, Twitter is now open source, let's say, but still they change the algorithm. And if you're not in GitHub every week refreshing the website, you don't know actually how to create content. And it's really hard to know your audience. You have them in Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, but they are different. The same David is not on all the platforms. And actually, you don't own anything. Yesterday, I was on a podcast, and the guy asked me, Web3 is dead. What do you say about that? And I said, Web2 is dead. If you post it podcast on Spotify, they can just shut it down tomorrow, and no one will listen to our interview. And that will happen with this video as well. It happened in Barcelona, it happened in CC before. YouTube can just restrict any video regarding Web3. And we don't have anything to do with that. And that's sad. That's really sad. So why would you care about this? Because for the first time, they can actually be owners of what they do. And all the interactions you have on internet, all the hours you spend watching a stream, for example. And I'll tell you why I'm telling about social media now. Finally, all the actions you have on internet can have a value. So you can own your content, you can mint this podcast that we had, or this video as a on-chain content, on-chain media, and be yours. You can actually turn the thing, and it's not Google that have your data, it's you enabling Google to read your data the way you have it, and know your collectors, your fan base, and also you decide how to monetize. You don't need to depend on restrictions or regulatory that every month they change something, or YouTube that shares 50%, or now Apple 30% if you put your app on Apple Store. And most interestingly, as I said before, you have a wallet that connects everywhere. So now you have your social network. I can connect on the protocol itself to different social media apps, and I'll have all my friends there, all my messages there. I need to transfer them to different accounts. Like if I'm on Twitter, then I tell everyone, hey, I'm on Thread now, just follow me there. So at the end, you own your digital identity, but how do you explain them? Because everyone talks about blockchain, but it's really hard. It happened to me 3 days ago. My sister was, I need to withdraw my ETH from Revolut. How do I do it? Where's the wallet? And I was thinking, what wallet? Rainbow? Maybe because it's funny to use. But then I had to explain what are the 12 words and how to use them, how to store them. And she was like, I'm giving up. Just do it by yourself. Here's your wallet, my wallet. And it's really hard. It's really hard because we have this technical complexity. We tell people to install MetaMask. We tell people to use different blockchains. Then you have the private keys. And second point is the kind of the image everyone has about blockchain or Web3 outside. Everyone talks about pricing, and that's it. Speculation is all about blockchain. If Luna went down, when everyone will speak like, okay, blockchain is dead. If Bitcoin is stable, then this technology doesn't make any sense. And it's hard, even for us. I say I'm in the space for a while, and every time I explain blockchain, they just focus on the price. If Ethereum is higher, they will be like, okay, blockchain is cool. But if now that we're in the bear market, no one actually takes rate of that. And second, even if we tell them how to use a wallet, now we have to explain them how to pay for gas. And why do you need a gas? And how, like, simple example, you have a car, you need to put gasoline, just drive it. But they don't need to, they don't need to use all this. But even if we have these barriers, trying to be fast as we started later, we have all these brands that are already on Web3. And why are they here? They experiment. They saw the value of Web3, and they try to build their own projects. Ones are working, or ones are just going to zero, as most of projects that we see in experiment every day. But you have from like finance, everyone speaks about DeFi these days, to technology, or I know Reddit is a huge example, how they just create something without telling that are NFTs and you need a wallet. You just create an avatar and you have a custodial virtual account, blah, blah. And that was an example that we can see that these brands are here to stay, and they saw the power of technology. The problem they have is they don't know how to communicate it. They don't know how to explain it. And why are they doing this? Because, as I mentioned before in social media, one thing that all the brands lost on social media today is their community. There's no way you can reach out to your fans. There's no way you can reach to your community because you don't know who they are. You can spend, this happened to us in our company, a huge brand spent 2 months just for a new post of the latest FIFA game, and 80% of the comments on Twitter were hating. And like, why are we spending so much time building something where our community is just giving us trash? And that's not a community. That are just people that they just want to criticize. But you need to focus on these 2% loyal fans that are there. And that's the community all the brands are going back to. And two use cases that most of you, I'm sure you know, are Nike and Starbucks. What they did, I won't go into the details, but what they did well is they don't call them NFTs. They don't mention there's a blockchain. And third, they don't ask the user to create a wallet. You create an account. It's custodial. It's okay. For these huge brands, it's fine for now. I know this morning we talked a lot about account abstraction and different wallets. But you just create an account and play Fortnite with your virtual shoes, which I did in school. And nowhere I knew there are NFTs. So this is how we arrived to what we build. Our platform is called Frame It, and basically we connect these brands with their communities. How do we do it? First, actually we launched the beta 2 days ago, and we did with 3 huge players in the space, 2 esports team, really known in Europe, and 1 Spanish team in the first division, Betis. And basically, once you're inside, you get rewards. Why would I collect something for this account, for these companies? Well, basically, you want to be near them and have a word in how this works. How do we do it? First, to onboard users, you need to provide with them with something nice, something cool, something they really want, which is the product. We need to focus on application first and not explain there's a blockchain behind. Everyone loves to collect things. Everyone loves to collect favorite moments for my favorite creator or favorite moments for Football Club Barcelona last year. And we built that. We have different examples in the space. For example, NBA Auto Shop. And what we did different is making super easy and a gamified experience on the platform. And this is how we build communities. The main purpose is to build communities. Then once you're in, you can actually reach out to your creators. You can earn, for example, what we launched 2 days ago. You can go and train with the full team. You can go have dinner with them. We did with a musician, and basically you will go on the tour with them, VIP tour, with just paying the ticket as an NFT, as digital collective. And third, which is the most important, the utility, is how we reward this. Why would I collect something if I cannot be near the company or the project? Well, we fix that, and you can have different rewards on the platform. For example, one of them is just giving out like 5 PlayStation if you collect some of the moments. So we're talking about onboarding, and this is how we do it. Our user onboarding, we call it Web 2.5. And why that? Because no one needs to know that there's a blockchain behind. First, you create your account with email, Apple ID, Twitter, social login, whatever you want. You can collect paying with a normal payment system, Google Pay, Stripe, PayPal, whatever you prefer. And you can join the platform, do everything you want just with a normal account, like one good experience. You're in Amazon, just use the platform, don't need to worry about complexities. But if you really want to collect more, if you want to be a verified user, if you want to have exclusive features on the platform, then we call it, you need to be a verified user, which is you need to create a wallet. The wallet itself, you can either link yours, if you have Rainbow, MetaMask, or 20 other wallets you have there, or directly we create a wallet for you with one click, non-custodial, you have the keys, you have everything, and as we already have your data here, your email, with one click you have a wallet link there. And obviously the first question are, what is this super string that I have, what are private keys, etc., which is something that we are working on to be super smooth experience. And as I mentioned, we have this one-click experience, and what we need to do is first, wallet sign up. You don't need a wallet to access. You just use the platform as a normal user, and other wallet ways you need it. I'm really tired to access to all the platforms, which is log in with your wallet, but then I don't need to sign in transaction. Why would I need to be connecting my ENS everywhere if I don't need to use it? I just use my social login, and if I need to use the blockchain, then I will use a wallet. It's really important for them to do not care about any gas, any transaction, so it's gasless minting, gasless transaction on the platform. Everything is covered by us. We build this on layer 2 on Polygon. And you can do everything from browse collections, and you don't need to top up your wallet with Matic or any network token in order to use it. And third, which is why we retain users and how we do it, is create this in-app utility where you can connect with your brand, live events, and you can be part of an exclusive club. And this is very important. Actually, we won't have new users on the ecosystem if we don't stop putting them like barriers. You need a wallet, you need to pay gas, you need to know 20 different blockchains to use it. That's not the way we onboard them. Actually, the way we onboard them is whenever we implement something that doesn't require funds to operate. I can just have an account, use it, no gas needed. Whenever I need to pay something, well, then I can put USDC on my account or something like that. But before that, it's okay to just use the platform without dealing with all the blockchain techniques. And to sum up, because our time is tight, we need a better UX. And in terms of UX, I mean the same way we use email, or the same time I speak now, I don't need to explain to you how the protocol of the sound arrived there, or how to use this device to actually go to the next slide. You just need to use an app and to be easy to use in order to not worry about the technology. 3 examples: embedded wallets, progressive web apps. We all saw Friends Tech, really nice, to be on, in my opinion, really nice innovation in terms of how you can use an app. Of course, it's kind of a bad reputation because it's only about speculation and buying shares of your Twitter friends. But it's a good example of how you can have an embedded wallet in an app and don't need to go to another page or install MetaMask, go MetaMask, come back to your application. Here you just have it, a notification, one button, and then you pay. Account recovery is really important. Of course, we spoke about, there were some talks this morning about how important it is to users to not dealing with 12 words or private keys, etc. We can actually implement something much better. And on and off-ramp solutions where users can basically use the technology, paying with their credit card, withdrawing the money whenever they want. And that will be much easier for us to onboard users. And here's the main question. Do we empower UX or user freedom to do all this? You need to have some custodial solution for now, even if it's not as good from a blockchain perspective, but most of these brands that I showed before, they do use like custodial wallets. We, for example, we don't use that. But it's really important. What we work on is providing and focusing more on the UX side of things and providing an application where with one click you can be part of the experience. And here's our platform. If you want to check out how we build this onboarding process for users, as I mentioned, it's in beta phase. We launched 2 days ago. So any bug you find, just text me. And yeah, we have more than 30 brands to launch in the next 3 months. And I'm excited to go actually live on January. And that's it. Thank you.
Any question that you would like to ask David? I may have one actually. On the last slides, you mentioned on-off ramp.
Yeah.
Any particular solution that it's quite interesting for you that you tend to associate or go partner with?
Well, we use MoonPay. We had a partnership with them for more than 2 years now. But I have to say it's expensive. For the user, you end up paying like 4 or 5% commission whenever you want to buy crypto or whenever you want to withdraw crypto. So it's not the best solution out there. If you guys use another one, please tell me. Yeah, we use this one in particular.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I think a lot of the different solutions are coming up. Transact, of course, being also one of the sponsors the event today. So yeah. Any other question from the audience? If not, another big round of applause for Mr. David.